Hi, I'm John Allen Mollenhauer, known as Lifestyle Coach Jam, and I'm here to start a series of videos that I'm going to be going through over the course of the end of December and into January. And the thrust of this whole message is really about beginning to build a new pillar, or I should say the pillar of your lifestyle, and putting it in play in 2023. You see, when it comes to lifestyle, as a performance lifestyle coach, skilled in all the fundamentals of successful living, because your lifestyle is one thing, but it's made up of lots of things. The one that gets overlooked the most, I mean literally more than anything, and it's even bigger than waking up and living as your true authentic self, it's energy. Because energy is really at the base of our lives, let alone our lifestyles. And when it comes to lifestyle, people talk about sleep, which is absolutely critical to this new pillar I'm talking about. They talk about nutrition, of course, that's the dominant, and exercise and fitness is also a dominant fundamental that you'll hear about. Thinking will always be something that's, close by. And then almost every other subject of lifestyle gets pushed into another category. And that's not what today's video is about. I just want you to be cognizant that our paradigm around what a lifestyle is, what the primary purpose of it is in our lives, which is the central theme of your lives, I would argue, and how important it is to really change, not once, but ongoing, improve, not once, but ongoing, and optimize the way we're living is the absolute key to maintaining the energy that you need to stay healthy and succeed, to perform well, and so forth, and to have basically a great quality of life. And as a performance lifestyle coach, it's part of my mission to help people understand this idea, to understand the fundamentals of successful living, and to develop what we would refer to as a high performance lifestyle. But before you can understand what a high performance is all the rage today, you need to understand what a performance lifestyle is. And you need to understand its relationship to health and its relationship ultimately to energy. And in between there are some big fundamentals, but I'm just breaking it down into big chunks right now, okay? And that is energy. If we don't have a practice in our lives where we are proactively, now that's the key word, proactively, not reactively, which is what 99.9% of people do, proactively recharge and recover and manage our energy. If we don't understand what life force is really, beyond a concept, in our lives, what role it plays, meaning the central role of keeping you alive and giving you power, and we don't know how to manage it, right? We don't understand our relationship with it and how to produce more of it and manage it and harness it, all under the guise of managing energy, we're going to have problems. And there are a lot of problems today because the way we're living is not working. We see people all day. I run a recovery center, not the drug and alcohol kind. I mean the kind which if you don't do, you end up in drug and alcohol recovery, which is a human energy regeneration center where we're literally helping people restore their energy levels and get free of the pain that is the natural result, the inflammation and pain and fatigue that they experience day to day because they are not proactively recovering anything. They're just waking up in the morning and spending energy all day long until at night, and because they're so tired by the time they get home, they can't really sleep that well, and because they don't sleep that well, it becomes a never-ending downward spiral. And at the most fundamental level of my practice as a performance lifestyle coach, is I help people stay out of that. But that's what most people are contending with on an everyday basis. They're dealing with a downward spiraling energy level that is forcing them to constantly prop themselves up, to stimulate their way through the day, to do all kinds of to engage in all kinds of unhealthy performance practices, yielding a pretty unhealthy lifestyle, even though they might be pretty good in nutrition, they might be exercising and trying for that extra hour of sleep every night. It's not enough. Today we're living in a performance culture, and a performance culture will keep you busy all the time because it's all about productivity. It's always on. It keeps you going. And because most of us do not have these fundamentals dialed in, we haven't structured our lives in a way, we haven't consciously established a lifestyle, we're sort of bouncing from thing to thing to thing, and we don't really have alignment with our goals. Our lifestyles are really not truly supporting us. And or what we're up to in the world, right? If they're supporting anything, if they're supporting what we're up to in the world, because everybody wakes up to be successful, nobody wakes up to be healthy. They wake up to be successful, and that's natural, by the way, because you came into this life with health already in play, for the most part. And, that's 99% of the population. Of course, there's genetic defects and things that are passed down from parents who didn't live well to their kids. But most people start off with a generally good level of health. So you kind of take it for granted and you wake up to be successful. That's what we're naturally wired to do. But when we engage in this all-out assault on our work every day, we don't get our needs met, let alone at the level or consistency that they need to be met. And a lot of us don't even know what those needs are, other than nutrition and fitness and maybe get a little extra sleep and think positive. So in other words, we have a very limited view of lifestyle. And the way we approach the achievement of our goals is tiring out, burning out, and wearing most people out prematurely. And it's leading to all kinds of lifestyle-induced diseases. From exhaustion and fatigue, it starts really simple, like constant tiredness, and then you end up with exhaustion and fatigue as it continues to build, and before you know it, you've got pain, like back pain, shoulder pain, right? Things that compromise your performance, kind of distract and hold you back, and your weight's going up, and before you know it, you have inflammation. And of course, in parallel to this, your habits, even though you might know better, are all falling by the wayside, because when we're dealing with these kinds of stresses, oftentimes we deal with these stresses in ways that create more stress. And the market is all too happy to help you do that by throwing chocolate and coffee and wine and beer and, yada, yada, yada. All the unhealthy things that are all around us to help us cope with stress. And it's almost become part of our culture to cope with stress in ways that create more stress. But, you can't see it when you're in it. But hopefully this video is going to help you understand that. And as we wind down the year, arguably the busiest time of the year with all the holidays, closing out the fourth quarter, getting ready for the new year, as cliche as they are, people still set resolutions. They resolve to do something new. I mean, it's almost hard not to. I don't know about you, but I feel like as I'm coming towards the end of a year, I feel this drive to close certain things out and to start certain things anew. I mean, it's just in our nature to do that. And what I'm suggesting to you is more than just literally saying, hey, set a resolution to be healthy in 2023, right? Healthy is a given. It's not a goal. Like, healthy's a given. It's not a goal. Even if you've lost it, it's still a given, right? It should be our natural state. But what we've got to do, and even what I'm about to say, it itself is not a goal. We've got to add a new pillar, bringing it back full circle now. We've got to bring in a new pillar to the way we approach life. Because the biggest problem by far in the market is that people are tired all the time. They're dealing with fatigue. They're dealing with pain, that's the result. Inflammation and pain, that's the result. And of course, weight gain, because of all the bad habits we engage in when our energy dips, because we're going all the time. We have to build in the pillar of managing our energy. We have to know what that energy is, and we've got to start managing our energy like a pro, not like an amateur. We're all good at doing that. We're all amateurs. Some of us aren't even amateurs, right? But it's not even good enough to just get a little better at this. In the culture we live in, you've literally got to learn how to manage your energy like a pro. Now, I have learned this firsthand. I've been an entrepreneur for 40 years, and I have to tell you, I have hit the wall way too many times, more than I care to admit. And, you know, you go through these periods. Each time I got better at it, and each time I learned more and more of what this energy is and how to actually manage it. Eventually I opened up a recovery center, and the energy game is not it's not a one-trick pony pillar, right? It's made up of several fundamentals that you need to know, several concepts that you need to know if you're going to do this, because energy is not something that you can see, right? It's all around us. It's completely operating in us and through us. I'd go as far as even saying as us, but you can't see it. And we're so caught up in nutritional biochemistry, taking supplements and trying to find the right macros to eat that will give us more energy and help us lose body weight. But most of us are tired all the time. If you look at even the best fitness experts in the world, they're sucking back coffee all day long because they themselves are wiped out. I have clients of mine who are top trainers who have suffered from this, right? Doing 20 classes a week is not even normal. Granted, we have to do it to be successful, but if you don't want to wear yourself out, this is not the kind of behavior that we can engage in. Now, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm busy all day long, but I've completely changed my approach. It's one of the reasons why I developed the whole concept of a performance lifestyle. Like the macro work that you do and then the day-to-day management of it that you do over time to really optimize the way you live. And I want to share that with you. I want to help you dial in all the fundamentals of successful living so that you can develop that one thing that supports everything else, and that is your lifestyle, your style of living. And you notice the word lifestyle starts with life. Life is based on energy. So your lifestyle is inherently an energy management system so that you can achieve your goals without burning out and trading your health for success. And I want to help you truly optimize it in 2023. You have to first start with the rudder to the ship. You can't just get into the whole idea of lifestyle because, there are people out there selling a high performance lifestyle right now, and it's basically just another boot camp for fitness, some nutrition, and some great psychology. But it's devoid of the whole idea of what a lifestyle is, what are the fundamentals, what are the principles, the practices, and the overall strategy that are going to enable you to function and perform at a high level without burning out and without trading your health for success, so that you can fulfill those ambitious goals you have in your life and not be sidelined, sort of just going through life, but not really taking on what's really in your soul, right? That you need force to be able to achieve big goals, to take care of your family, to work your career, to work your business, to take it to new heights. It requires a lot of energy in order to do that. And our marketplace and our culture has such a dysfunctional relationship with energy. And the people who are really into energy, sad to say, well-intentioned people, but some of the stuff around energy is just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You can't even do anything with it on a daily basis. It's like a case of arrested development from hundreds and hundreds of years ago that is still being pushed into today's consciousness, and even the people teaching it have no idea what the heck they're talking about, right? It sounds good, but it's kind of like doctor speak, right? All these long pharmaceutical-like words that make no sense whatsoever and are not really solving your problem. So I've spent 20 plus years putting together the whole idea of how to manage your energy and how to do it like a pro in what we call a performance lifestyle. And even gone as far as clarifying the ideas for living a high performance lifestyle. Now, I am a performance guy. I got into health and I got into energy because I suffered as an entrepreneur. I came from the gym business. I've been a pioneer in the nutrition space, but I'm really a pioneer in the lifestyle space. And today I work in human performance. And all human performance is going to get, at the end of the day, is got to get converted to a lifestyle, because that's where the rubber hits the road. And all of my signature programs are based on that premise. And my first signature program, before we even get into the idea of living an optimal lifestyle, is you got to understand what energy is and how to manage it. When you do that, and when you come from that place, you will set yourself up for success for living a lifestyle that fully supports you and what you're up to in the world, right? Because what's the point of just like living healthy? For what? You want to live healthy so that you can ... right? That's why a healthy performance lifestyle is really the direction that I think people should want to go in, because all this healthy living information is not really landing for people, especially when they wake up to be successful. Yes, it's all good. I come from the healthy living community, but if what you're doing to take care of yourself is divorced from what you're up to in the world, your motivation to do it completely changes. It's not enough just to lose a few pounds. It's not enough even just to get your energy back. You've got to see the practices that you engage in as a way to fulfill your vision, your mission, right? Your goals in the world, and to be even more successful than you currently are. So I want to help you do this. I want to share all that I've learned. I've been teaching people bits and pieces of this over the last 25 years. And one of my big goals in 2023 is to, again, bring forth our signature program, Manage Your Energy Like a Pro, to teach you how to do this and help you put in place a performance lifestyle. Help you understand what those fundamentals. It'll take all year to do it. But if you invest a year, it will take care of you for the rest of your life. You'll be living better basically forever, because once you understand the principles and practices that are fundamental to living and you dial them into your life, you just get better. You function better. You think better. You're able to aim higher. You're able to fulfill faster. You're able to just have a better overall quality of life. And you know, the typical goals that most people target, like weight loss or trying to get over fatigue, etc., get resolved in the process of a much bigger aim in life. And that's what I have the ability to share with you. So ponder this video, think about it, share your comments below, and maybe meet me over at my Facebook group. I have a free Facebook group and one where I serve my clients that we take to even higher levels. And watch this webinar. It's all about how to overcome fatigue, exhaustion, constant tiredness, and but not just get over that, but how do you actually develop a performance lifestyle? How do you then even notch that lifestyle performance up even higher into what's called a high performance lifestyle, so that you're able to do all that you want to do in the world without burning out, without tiring out, burning out, and just wearing out prematurely, which is what 99% of the population does. And then they can never solve their problem because they never realize what the original problem was. I want to help you understand what the original problem actually is. It's energy, too much depletion, and not knowing how to manage it. And once you build this pillar into your life, your whole life will change. So watch the video, watch the webinar. I put together this free webinar. Watch it all the way through. It's about 40 minutes. And then schedule an appointment with me. You can book a call at the end. I'll send you a Calendly link. Book a call with me and I'll show you how you can take advantage of this in 2023. Make it a great day and I'll talk to you soon. I'm Lifestyle Coach Jam. John Allen Mollenhauer is my full name, and you can reach me at lifestylecoachjam.com. Happy holidays.